What's up, everybody, and welcome to Classic Video Review. And today I thought I would do a movie that is one of the very few movies I've gone out and seen at the movie theater twice. That's right, 2 times I went and seen this movie. Matter of fact, it was this one and the Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie that I went twice, back to back, basically, to go see. And that, of course, is Alien versus Predator. Now, at the time, I'd never really watched any of the Alien movies. I've seen bits of 3 and the fourth one. But Predator, that was my guy, right? I loved Predator 2. It was, at the time, one of my favorite films. I was so psyched for this. And despite what all the reviews out there on the web say, I loved the movie. I went out, I seen it twice. I bought some of the toys. I bought it on DVD. I loved it. This was such a great mashup. And I didn't even realize it was based on a video game that Atari Jaguar and probably some other systems had already made, arcades, did already an Alien versus Predator type deal. It just was years and years and years later that we got it. And they did hint at in Predator 2 that these worlds have crossed, because you see the xenomorph's head in the Predator's ship. So, anyways, takes place in kind of like modern times in Antarctica. Weyland, who is a big figurehead in the alien world, he wants to go check out these writings that they have found on this temple, which is apparently buried way below the earth, well, in the snow. So they go out. Well, they got to recruit. They're finding the best of the best of the best for all these different positions. They go out there, and it's like an old whaling town, which is just completely empty. Nobody's there. I mean, total ghost town, right? The Predators are on their way. Unfortunately, the humans get inside first and end up turning on the whole thing that activates the frozen queen so she can start reproducing, so that the aliens and the predators can go out and battle. Thing is, though, and they do it every so often to just kind of test and see. They've been doing it forever, it seems like. And basically, the predators are sore losers. If they feel that they are being overcome and losing, they activate the little bombs on the wrist, and boom, they're all dead. Which, I love the Predators, but holy crap, man, did they get wiped out pretty quickly. If you really think about it, the number of Predators we had, they get wiped out. We were pretty much stuck with one guy who ends up getting a face hugger placed inside him, so he eventually becomes this, he dies. I love the movie. I wish we would have got more Predators survive, right? I'm okay with, to an extent, the Predator and humans working together to take on the aliens. I did think that was kind of cool. Makes them a little bit more humane, and show that the aliens are just this wild, crazy thing. Which then begs the question, how did the aliens get on Earth anyways to begin with? If we're going in the timeline of creation of it all, like Prometheus, I don't know. Doesn't always make sense. But still a great film, great acting. Some parts, there were a few actors who was like... But it's released by Fox. I believe you can watch it on Hulu and Disney Plus. But what do I give Alien versus Predator? It's a solid 3. However, though, the sequel, total garbage. I waited so long for that movie to come out, and I think it came out like 4 years later. My issue with it's so dark you can't see anything. And the setting for it was just the small little woodsy, watery town. Everything is in the sewer. You never get a clear visual of the new hybrid of the alien predator mix. I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't have released it. That's a movie that shouldn't have been released. But the first one is fantastic, despite what other people review and say it is. So, Thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.